guys, I'm going to do a makeup review of a product that probably a lot of you have heard quite a bit about, but I guess I'm late on the bandwagon, and I just got my product for, well, actually I had some product before, so let me just get to it. The product is Makeup Geek, and of course you know that Makeup Geek is a YouTuber, and she started her own company, not, I don't believe, endorsed like by another company. Like, I know that Michelle Phan was endorsed by L'Oreal, what's that called, L'Oreal USA, or anyway, and they set up her a line. I think Ellen Blair Fowler got a line set up for them, but Makeup Geek actually produces it, like manufactures it and all of that, and this is like her main business. And of course, obviously it came through YouTube, but it's always exciting to see when somebody can take something and go with it, especially a woman. So I love to see a woman start a business and it succeed. So, that being said, I'll remove the latest dog hair off my lip gloss or eyelashes, which is always the case. But, okay. So first of all, this is a Z palette, which you can buy at Makeup Geek. This is the large, and I'm putting it by my face so that you can see how large is. I currently have 6, 7, and 3's 10, 16 round pans in there. I guess they're like max size, if that helps you. Is the same size as Makeup Geek, except her individual pieces are like $5 or $6. That's my neutrals that I got up there that are mattes. And then these are the foils, which are a little bit more, but still very affordable and much more pigmented than most makeup lines. And then I think this is really cool. She gives you all these additional stick-on magnets that you can put on your existing pans that you could depot and put in here if you want, which I just think that's pretty cool because it's not her makeup line, so she's helping you put anybody's makeup in here. So I thought that was pretty cool. As I said before, I had this bottom row right here, or top row depending on which angle, but I got these. Most of them are matte, a couple of them are frost, and all the names, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to take each one of them off. My favorite of all of them is Ice Queen. I don't know if you can see that, but that is the, it's probably one of the best, whitest, but best blendable highlighters I have seen in a long time. Matter of fact, I'm not going to even waste that. I'm going to put a little on each side and up here, and I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, you look like a crazy white faced lady, but it blends so well. Just watch how well this blends and just wakes up the area. It's almost like that baby blue that Chantecaille uses, and it really makes your eyes look awakened. I think it's in the Save the Bees palette. I've shown that to y'all before. She does a lot of causes. That's why I say that. And it was like a baby blue. And I thought, what would you do with a baby blue highlighter? But it's like this. It's just lighter, and it really wakes up the area that you touch with it. By the way, I feel a little washed out from using a lipstick, which I will, it's the Tom Ford, what is it? It gets in my purse. Let me see. Yep, there it is. It's this one. Number 505 Bear, and it's just Tom Ford, and here's the color. But I gotta tell you, I have such little lips. If you have big beautiful lips like Amelia Liana, this would be great on you, but when you have little lips like mine, they just kind of disappear unless you put a color on. But I have this on right now, and it's kind of looking washed out. But, because I don't even have a deep smoky eye, which is typically when I'll go with a lighter lip. But anyway, I wanted to show you these because I'm sure so many people, including her website, have done color swatches of these, so I'm not going to do the color swatch. But can I tell you, I have already fallen in love with these. For one thing, the price. For another thing, just supporting a YouTube gal, get a business off the ground. And number 3, this is an incredible product. I wore this yesterday. I had on kind of a combination. I had the highlighter and then one of these two tones, and I did some of the burgundies and mauves in my crease and outer crease, and you guys, it stayed on all day long. And I have 14-hour days, 12-hour days, but by the time I get home and do stuff, or if I go out, that's 14 hours. and it was still like I'd put it on that morning. This is excellent. Now, what would I apply it with? I have some brushes. They're Sigma brushes. For the most part, I love Sigma and It Cosmetics brushes more than any other. I have a Zoeva in here, but I'm not as impressed with the Zoevas as I am the It Cosmetics, and I'm always partial to the Sigma brushes because they're just incredible brushes, y'all. And you know, I've gotten several, in some of my videos, I've talked to you about, I've gotten several sets of the Sigma brushes. I started off with just a plain, I think it was the baby pink full set. Got it. Didn't use a lot of the brushes in there, but I had my first full, nice professional makeup set. And then I ordered a travel one. I think it was called Mr. and Mrs. Bunny. They were super, super soft, and they were in a smaller little round case, which I've showed y'all before. And then I realized, wow, I could use that same case for my larger brushes. So I got the larger black one to take on trips, because once you break them apart, you can use the two ends to not only set up your brushes, but like if I'm at a hotel, I'd like to put my toothbrushes in something like, you know, to sit them up. So I use it for that. And this last trip, I even used it to put my hairbrushes in. So I'll show you those again sometime. We'll do makeup brushes comparison. But then I went ahead and got this in the 24 karat gold set, and this is the Extravaganza line by Sigma. And that was just because a lot of my fixtures, well, my fixtures in the bathroom are brass instead of nickel, or the brush nickel or the chrome. And so I wanted something gold or brass and to sit out on my dressing area, so I got these. But I didn't buy the full set. Full set's very expensive of the 18 karat gold. So I just bought the brushes that I use the most. And what I'm going to show you is the ones that I use whenever I do my eye makeup. And let's get started. So for highlighter and blending a highlighter, like maybe a little bit lighter, I use the medium angled shading brush by Sigma, and it's an E70, and it's basically a small angled brush. I'm going to hold that right in front of the painting so I don't keep having to hold it up in front of my hand. But with that background, you should be able to see. So you see, it's just it's basically a small, it says medium, so I guess there's one even smaller than this. Need to go look at that. Shader. And this is just excellent. And most people do it. See how the angle's like that, the top's, you know, to this side. Some people do it that way. Actually turn it this way and get the butt end of it right under the brow and just blend it that way. And I just think it does better when you do that. And then sometimes I'll use the little tiny butt end of that, I call it and I'll do the inner corner just with that. And as I swirl it, it also gets some on the upper lid, which is fine with me because I like to blend out whatever is in my inner corner that's light colored to the inner corner of my lid, just to wake up the eyelid. And also, when you have a lighter color behind your lashes, it really makes your eyelashes look awesome. So then I always have to use this, which is it's called the Large Fluff E50 by Sigma. And excuse me, you can see it's wide and it's very full. And I always use this for my transition color, which is typically a caramel. And in hers, I was not ready for this, am I? It's not Cocoa Bear. Which one is that? Creme Brulee. That's Cocoa Bear. Creme Brulee is just a very good neutral-ish color to go right under the brow, right on the inner part, and right in the crease to kind of neutralize that area. Because then the next thing you're going to do is take a small tapered blending brush. This is an is that E? Yeah, E45. As you can see right there, see it's tapered. It's a tapered blender. And you usually use your next darker color there. So I don't know. I'm going to use this one right here. And tap off so you don't have fallout. And then just kind of always start on the outer, because that's where you want the darker color to hit. And of course, when you hit, your first amount of powder is going to be right there. And then you blend just in a windshield wiper fashion until it blends out really good. And then you can bring it in a little bit on the outer corner to kind of bring that color, you know, bring that smoky eye look to the whole deal. And then I may, if I want to, I may use even a smaller pencil brush for a darker color and really, you know, do it up. And then if I want to kind of tone this down, like this is a little much, so I may go back to this color, like some sort of a neutral, lighter color, and just kind of blend here and here on the inner so you don't have a line there and there so you don't have a line. This is just a tapered blending E35. Obviously it's a blending brush by the look of it. Domed blending brush. People have different names for it. And I always swirl the outer and come in so that there won't be this, see that line? You don't want that. You want to blend that out. And then bring it in. Just blend it out really good. Then of course clean this. But I'm not going to do a perfect job right now. And then to go under my eyes, I always use a short shader. This is a short shader E20 from Sigma. And see, it's much tinier shader. And you use the darkest color. So let's just say I'm going to use this. Or since I just used that, you may want to just also bring it under your eye. And I use it almost like a liner. See, I'm using the edge of it to go like that. And then I flip it and go like that. And then if I have any extra, I might go right on the lash line to kind of, you know, get it a little bit dark behind the lashes to make them look thicker than they actually are. So that's what I use that for. Did I cover all? Oh, and then if I want to add a really bright color, like say I want to do a sparkling color, then I will use a large shader. This is an E60. And so I might do that right in the center just to kind of pick up some sparkle and some bling. And the more I apply it, the louder it's going to get. So for daytime, I might just do one shade of it. And that's, again, just to pick up some color. So anyway, I just wanted to say that I thought these were really great colors. I'm really happy with my purchase. Real happy with the separate purchase of the Z palette. All of these come individual, and then this is something you buy separately. And you could like depot other things like blushes or powders or other eyeshadows from other companies and put them in here because it's just a magnet back. And again, she gives you, which I think is very generous, she gives you stick-on magnets to put on other brands if you want to add them into hers. So I just think that's really cool. Would love to continue to support her. You go Makeup Geek, and I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup review, and I'll see you again in my